I want to take you back to the coastal city where we do understand that the National Assembly Speaker, Honorable Moses Wetangula Masika, will be inaugurating House leadership and the committee chairperson's leadership retreat aimed at enhancing the legislative agenda. I do understand that the Senate Speaker, that is Amason Jeffa Kingi, is currently addressing the media. Let's get to listen there. I do understand now it's Wetangula. Let's hear from the National Assembly Speaker, Moses Wetangula, on the legislative agenda.
By standing united, we can lessen the burden on Kenyans. This retreat is a unique opportunity to come together as representatives of the diverse voices that make up our nation. We must engage in thoughtful discussions, share our experiences, and find common ground on various issues. It is my hope that the bonds we will have forged during this retreat will extend beyond these walls and into our daily work in the National Assembly. Honorable members, allow me to thank you all for giving priority to the Climate Change Amendment Act 2023. The passage of the law in the run-up to the Africa Climate Summit that was hosted in Nairobi by His Excellency President William Samoei Ruto placed Kenya in the lead in crafting elaborate climate response mechanisms. In the same breath, allow me to thank you for being great hosts to our colleagues from other parliaments during the Parliamentary Dialogue Forum that was held at the National Assembly chambers. Let us always be at the forefront of participating in events that contribute to the legislative discourse and at the center of our mandate. I want to single out Our Lady Honorable Gadambi, who co-chaired the forum with Senator Moses Kajwang from the Senate. And yours truly here was there on hand to give a keynote address, an address that have been called by various African presidents to associate themselves with. As I conclude, honorable members, I put forth a resounding call to action a call that transcends political divides and reaffirms our shared responsibility as leaders of this great nation. Having been entrusted with the leadership roles in the National Assembly, let us offer godly leadership to ensure that our country attains its goals for the good of society. Let us remember that unity does not mean the absence of different opinions. Commonly, I say unity is not uniform. Unity is being together. It means the ability to work together despite our differences. It means transcending partisanship when the interests of the nation are at stake. Our people look to us for leadership, and they deserve nothing less than our very best efforts in the service. Honorable members, as we embark on this retreat, let's be guided by the knowledge that our common goals are greater than our political differences. Let us chart a course towards a brighter future for Kenya, where sustainability, equity, and prosperity are not mere aspirations, but our lived reality. By the end of this retreat, I'm confident that we will emerge with a renewed sense of purpose, armed with the strategies and plans that will propel our legislative agenda forward. The challenges we face are significant. They are not insurmountable, as I said. Together we can chart a course towards a more prosperous, just, and sustainable Kenya. Let us embrace the spirit of collaboration and build the synergy in leadership that our nation deserves. I wish you all a fruitful and inspiring retreat. It is now my duty and singular pleasure and privilege to declare this retreat officially open. Let me just add, like everybody who spoke before me, to welcome my distinguished junior in the legal profession, the distinguished Moses Cheboy, who has had a very good, eventful career at Parliament rising to be our debut speaker. And above all, we used to call him the parliamentary FM. He was the principal entertainer at Parliament, very hilarious, very knowledgeable, very friendly. I don't know anybody in Parliament who ever disagreed with Cheboy. Welcome to this session, Moses. And no wonder you share a name with your story.
Well, he is known in many quarters as Papa Waruma, that is the National Assembly Speaker. Moses Wetangula just steering the legislative agenda House leadership meeting at the coastal city in terms of inaugurating House leadership and the committee chairpersons in the particular National Assembly in various committees. And of course, we'll duly have our reporters packaging that story in our subsequent bulletins. We'll also be conversing what legislators can do for us as Kenyans in terms of the cost of living beyond the passage of the Finance Act